So, as we close today, I just want you to spend a little bit of time telling me more about defiance.org, how people can get involved, and what you're attempting to do. You've outlined some of it, but the
Yeah,
floor is
I mean,
yours.
look, we are trying to make this as simple as humanly possible. Folks can go check us out at defiance.org. And like I said, we call it the Club for Courageous Americans. You decide what your member fee is going to be, whether it's $1 a month or $1,000 a month. You decide what you can pay to be a member. And then we pool our collective funds. And every week we go out there and we spend it on a cause that pushes back against a legitimate abuse of power from the Trump administration. So as I noted, a lot of that has been lately going out there and making sure that the people who need to stand up have the legal support they need to as they're persecuted in the Donald Trump revenge campaigns. That's going out there on the ground and protecting people against ICE abuses. I mean, I'll give you a couple of examples of this, Brian. A few months ago, one of the things that we did as a club is we funded the largest purchase of whistles, literal whistles, around the country to go send in these ICE communities. And I said to my co-founder at the time, I'll trust you on this, but I don't understand why we're going to go hand out whistles around the country. Is that going to make any difference? Well, now go Google whistles and immigration. Almost every community where there are these ICE raids, people are now blowing the whistle literally to warn their community members that the area is about to get a lot less safe. In fact, if you watch the video of Renee Nicole Good's execution, what you hear at the beginning of the video are the ICE whistles. This is serious. I mean, and I didn't understand it because I don't live in a community that's being targeted by ICE raids. If you do, you understand that people need to actually sound the alarm. So we're, I think, the biggest purchaser of those whistles around the country already. We've only existed for 10 weeks as an organization, but things like that matter. And the Know Your Rights trainings we're now doing in frontline communities like Minnesota are really important because also, as you saw with Renee Nicole Good, if there was not people who felt empowered to film it, all we would have is the administration's narrative that a domestic terrorist attack happened, and that would be the end of the story. And it would be that much easier for them to do this in the future. But people had been trained. Here's how you safely and lawfully and defiantly document what ICE is doing. And we got to see the real story with our own eyes. Those things are important. And so we're making sure that we crowd support those efforts around the country every week where they are needed to keep the offense on this administration from a constitutional perspective.